Alright everybody, welcome back. It's your boy, County Check, back again, bringing you some Squiggly Squad gameplay here with the boys from the Meatball Squad. They just shake their heads whenever I decide to fly one of these big Berthas into a match of realistic, but I like big planes and I cannot lie. If you're new here, I'm an American main with a major skill issue. I started a YouTube channel hoping to literally earn money because I have like health conditions and I'm not sure what to do in today's economy, because it's insane compared to what I'm used to, and a low IQ person like me is only fit to do, physical labor. Shots, oh boy, cannons, you gotta love it. And so here I am, and if you're returning here, I love you. You might as well be my brother, uncle, or cousin. Today should be semi-interesting video. It will be my last video of the year, and I will be, friendly reminder, taking a break in January. What that will actually look like, I'm not sure. I considered taking a month to completely unplug from the internet, but I'm afraid that like life occurrences happening in the political sphere in America might require me to actually pay attention to the news for a while. So I don't know, but I really just want to unplug from everything for like a month, get some refreshing, everything cool, right? Oh man, I just got blasted there. Don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of the internet and the online world. I spend plenty of time there. But I come from a world where that didn't exist when I was a kid. I mean, it existed, but it was the ARPANET, and you had to be in a college or the government to use it. But we won't get into how they release stuff to us to get us to spy on ourselves or anything like that. The government is only there to help you, I'm certain. And, yeah, would like to take a little bit of a break. Humanity has become something simultaneously beautiful and ugly, with the use of the internet becoming how it is these days. Looping around off the takeoff here to try to catch back up with my buddies. Pretty sure these guys don't like to be in anything that can't outturn like random planes. Like if you can't just outturn anyone in it, they don't really like to fly it. Come on with it, gunner. I miss when the AI gunners were good. Now you gotta switch over and it's completely awkward. I'm getting like 0 hits here. My teammate tried to peel him off of me. Not happening. Well, we're still alive. You can't beat it. I just want to get in here with these cannons and do some work, man. So I'm not exactly sure yet what my break will look like. It may be that I piece together some compilations of squad gameplay and release them with no commentary or anything like that, I know most people who watch my videos are not here for the gameplay. They're here for the commentary. And you can't blame them because my skill level is so low. It's hard to learn something from watching me play, except for maybe what not to do. But even then, that's instructive. I would like to wish anyone who's here a happy end to, I guess, what was one of the worst years of my life. Like, the last 4 or 5 years, they've been the worst 4 or 5 years that I've ever lived. And I feel like I kind of lived through the end of the peak of society and like the downturn, you know, like mid-80s into the 90s. And basically everything has become so progressively controlled by the moneyed overlords that you can't get a break anymore. I mean, back in the day, you could have a little side hustle, or, you know, go bale straw in the summer and make a little bit of extra money. I mean, there was all kinds of things you could do. Now everything is so regulated, you're lucky if you can breathe without being taxed for it. I mean, they won't call it that, but that's what it is. I feel like the American people were stupid as hell when they approved property taxes, because now what they've got themselves doing is you can't even own property in some places. Like, I think that the property tax at where I live now has become equal to or more than like a month's rent in just like a 2-bedroom apartment. So they've literally got people who own land here, have owned land here for 100 years, you know, more, and they can't even live on their land without paying, you know, an exorbitant, you know, $400, $500, $600 a month extra just for the taxes to live on the land. And then what they do is tell you that you can't build a fence and you can't have a fire pit, or you can't this, you can't that. Can't shoot guns on your own property because you're inside of a town. Like, it's ridiculous. Whatever happened to freedom and people who were just trusted to make the right judgment? I mean, that's one of the things that people forget about America. The reason that it is the way that it is here is because there was always fighting. There was always crime. There was always Britain trying to take our land back from us so that they could be the assholes getting the property taxes. Right where I live in Ohio, people fought, just like you would think of in the Wild Wild West. There were Indian raids here. There were fights with Indians. There was all kinds of stuff, man. Just look up Battle for the Ohio Valley. Yeah. There used to be cultures here that no one wants to admit how long they've been here, basically. You know, they got the people they call the Adena, or the mound builders. And I think it was the Phoenicians, bro. But they don't want you to know that. The Phoenicians gate-kept this area, and what we call the Phoenicians were actually the Canaanites that the Israelites pushed out of Canaan. Weird, huh? They don't like for you to know that kind of stuff. Christopher Columbus found America, right? And that's how it is. It didn't exist. And yeah, Asian people walked across a land bridge and over thousands of miles of glacier. Absolutely sure they did. Oops, oh, there we go. One thing I've learned, I cannot spiral out of trouble in this P-51 D-30. If I try to spiral out of trouble, I always get the top of my wing shot off. I love the American planes, I just don't have the patience to play them correctly. It's got to be like a Sunday morning and I have 5 hours to play the game or something in order to actually climb enough to get enough altitude to be useful. And then my problem is that when I make gun runs and I'm going 840 kilometers an hour, I just can't hit anything. You get like 0.2 microseconds of target time, and then boom, you're past or you're going back up. It's hilarious. Cockpit. Makes you wonder if it's a lady flying it, would it be a cunt pit? Ooh. Banned. getting banned. I remember growing up, you could just say whatever you wanted, you know, and that's as it should be, because saying whatever you wanted also left you open to whatever retaliation the people you were saying the thing to felt like offering you. Today's modern generation doesn't seem like they got punched in the face enough. So there's that for modern people. You know, they might have had a cushy life, but not getting your ass beat when you're young basically turns you into an entitled turd. You need to suffer as a child, some. You need to suffer enough to understand the reality of life. Kids these days, even my kids, like I helicopter parented them. You know what I mean? That was my generation of helicopter parents who were like, oh, go here, go there, you can't go here, you can't go there, I'm watching you, I'm here, I'm going to sit out in the yard with you. And yeah, that did not help them. They needed what my growing up was like, which was like, get outside and don't come back. You know what I mean? Oh, you're bleeding? Stop it. You better stop the bleeding then, you know? Sheesh. I actually got a hit. Every now and again you hit one of them long shots. See, I don't fly this plane correctly either. I really wish that I did, but I just don't spend enough time on one plane to really get good at flying it, like I have recently with like the CR-32. I'm super close, like 95 deaths and 93 kills. So should be coming out with my can I get 100 kills before I die 100 times in this plane. That will be one of hopefully my future video series. I would like to step up my game in the new year and produce more useful content if that's possible. Maybe drop a naval tutorial for all the people out there trying to learn how to play naval. Maybe make it feel more friendly so that people don't have panic attacks when they're trying to shoot and the boat is moving. Oh yeah. Alright, this is the interesting. This is the clip I put in the beginning here, part of it. As you can see here, my wingtip has decided to dance. Dance, dance. Love it. Flippin' and a floppin'. Yeah, look up a song called Flappin' by Suede the Remix God. You won't be disappointed. Either way, if you have been here with me watching, I sincerely hope you have a good finish to your year and a good beginning to your next year. Don't forget about me while I'm on break. I'll be back. And if anything comes out during my break, I'll probably just be stitched together compilations with no commentary. And most importantly, I really do hope that you have a good day and a good year, and that you don't ever let anything get you down. This is County Check, signing off, and we will see you next year. Dad joke.